All right, thank you for that, and welcome back to the show. Rick Tittle with you, coast to coast and around the world on the American Forces Radio Network. Quite happy now to be joined by Sylvia Ortiz and her son J.R. Ortiz. They are respectively the founder, CEO, and president of MacroLife Naturals. And Sylvia, ladies first, tell us a little bit, for people who don't know, what MacroLife is all about.
Rick, it's our pleasure to be on your podcast today. We are doing wonderful, and we are so happy to be on your show. We actually helped create the superfood category. There wasn't even a superfood category in 1998 when I created the macro greens to help my son regain and restore his health. It helped him lose 65 pounds, and he's still fit as a fiddle now. Um, so that's how we got started. We're celebrating 26 years as a leader in the category. And together with my son and President JR, we're happy to introduce you to our superfood products and family company. And I can start with a background, or if you're looking for anything specific or have specific questions, we're happy to answer them.
So, JR, your mom invents this stuff. Do you think, oh my gosh, Mom, you're a genius? Or do you think, Mom, what the hell
Well,
is this?
that's right, Rick. Well, kind of funny story. It was, I'm pretty sure it was a Tuesday. It's been a long time, but it was a Tuesday morning, and my father was a pediatrician. He actually had me choke down the big Centrum horse pill every morning, and that was a pain. And then one day, my mother came to me. She poured me a glass of this green stuff, and I said, "Oh gosh, Ma, I've always seen her do these weird smoothies and swamp smoothies, and I always stayed far away from them." But she said, "This is going to take the place of that Centrum horse pill you get to choke down in the morning." And I said, "Okay. Well, Ma, I love you, but if this stuff doesn't taste good, I'm not drinking it. Forget it." And she said, "No, try it, try it." And I said, "I tried it." I said, "I could actually drink this." And she said, "Great. You can have a glass in the morning with your breakfast, another one when you get home from school around 3 or 4 o'clock, and you can have another one with your dinner if you'd like to." I said, "Fine. As long as I don't have to choke down that thing in the morning, that's fine." So I did that, and it completely changed my food cravings, my microbiome, and it got my body to work for itself and to really, optimize my digestion, my gas, my bloating, the things like that completely changed, and I was able to stick to a healthy diet program. I was a nationally ranked tennis player in my youth, but I looked more like a linebacker, left tackle in football. I was one of the largest guys on the court, but that helped me. I was serving her over 100 miles an hour back when I was 14. So this completely changed my life, and I said, "Ma, we have something here." And flash forward, here we are today.
And
Well, I have a
when you
little. Oops, sorry.
go ahead, Sylvia.
Oh, sorry, Rick. I have a little caveat to that. The reason JR's body was out of balance um, was because his pH was off. You see, we were designed to be slightly alkaline, but because he was doing so much exercise and sweating so much, his body had become nutrient deficient. And I knew that if I could get him the nutrients that he needed, help balance his pH, because when our bodies are acidic, we will crave sugars, fats, carbohydrates, and salts. And that's what was happening. I would cook healthy meals, but his cravings were off the charts. And the other thing that I added to when I gave him the green drink was I said, it might help you lose a pound or two, because at 14 years old, I didn't want to make a big deal about that. And it worked. And I knew we had a winner when the tennis team would come over to my house and they would say, "Miss Ortiz, do you have any of that green stuff?"
Yeah. So it was a big hit, and my mother's right. It's really because of the acid state I was in. That's what really brings on those food cravings. If for any athlete, if you had a tough training day, you get those the sugar and the salty food cravings, especially at night. this really helps to quell those. So that was my secret to success.
Well, Sylvia, let me ask you this, because on a single serving of Macrogreen Superfood, it says 38 nutrient-rich superfoods. I can see that. It says 5 servings of fruits and vegetables. I can see that. Who counted 18 billion probiotics?
Oh, that is a great question, Rick. Listen, we have testing, stability testing that we did, and we did short-term, which is a 6-month test, and we did long-term, which is an actual 2-year testing. And what they do is they test the product to make sure that the microorganisms, the enzymes, the probiotics are stable and live. And they do it on a monthly basis. The quick study is for 6 months. The long study is every month for 2 years. And they concluded that it was shelf stable and the probiotics were alive. We also add a huge percentage more of the probiotics so that we can make sure that we can meet the stability that's claimed on our label.
Right. The probiotics do oxidize over time, but we make sure that we put in the appropriate amount so that through the life cycle of the shelf life, it is still bioactive and effective. That's really what we care about.
Last question. Let me throw this at you, JR. Macro pets, dogs and cats here? What?
Yes, indeed. So, we make superfood to the entire family. Our Macro Greens and Miracle Reds are our 2 lead adult products. The greens is your 5 servings of veggies, your 18 billion probiotics, like you mentioned. The reds is the 19 berries and fruits without all the sugar, with turmeric and bromelain, super hydrating, and great for recovery. The kids' product is the Cocoa Greens. It tastes just like Nestle Quick, but 3 servings of veggies and 3.5 billion probiotics. And the pet one, we came out with this just 2 years ago. And because pets are they're family members, and we want to make sure that they have healthy and vital, lots of vitality in their life. So we put together a special blend, a superfood topper. It's a greens for your pets, using the same core ingredients that we use for our adult product, which is the baby barley grass juice powder. That has a ton of phytonutrients in it, as well as alkaline, and that helps with unique things like the pea stains on the yard. So this formula, it's a small little powder topper you put on the wet or dry food, and it delivers probiotics, micronutrients, the type of flora that they need. It's a specially designed blend of probiotics just for them, and it tastes great. We put a little bit of beef liver powder in there, so it's got that little twang to it, and it's really, we have so many, we get 2 paws up, so we get a lot of testimonials here from the dogs and the cats that love our product. But thank you for bringing that up, because it just won the top pet award for the best pet supplement in the Natural Products Expo for the past 2 years, which is a big feather in our cap for us.
Very good. And with just about a minute left, Sylvia, how do people find out more about your products?
Oh, Rick, come to our website, MacroLifeNaturals.com, MacroLifeNaturals.com. And right now we're doing a big promotion because of Prime Day. Or go to Amazon and get an extra 30% off of our products. This is perfect timing.
Yes, indeed.
All right.
The other place to get the product is Vitamin Shop. That's always one of our strongest retail outlets. Also online with them, vitaminshop.com. And yes, I really appreciate the time and energy you've. Thank you for being champion of our family company here, Rick.
Sylvia and J.R. Ortiz of Macro Foods, thanks for coming on.
Oh, beautiful. Thank you for having us.
God bless.